Okay, Chris. Yes, I got your file open. So excellent job here. I've got it open right here. I don't know what was wrong with the first one. Just kept telling me that it was corrupt. Couldn't get it open. So I'm glad you reposted. So here's your presentation, and I want to say that at this point, we're already pushing week 5 here, and I'm feeling that your presentation is not quite exactly where it should be. Let me describe what I mean. Typically in a presentation, you would have some sort of introduction. Like right now, you're just saying, okay, materials list. So if anyone were to look at this, and graphic design really is all about presentation. So if someone were to look at this, I think that it would be at a terrible disadvantage simply because, this is an opening page. It doesn't describe really what you're doing. And your materials list, I think, is really, really underdeveloped. So, hypothetically, you've got a client. Your client's paying you a lot of money to come up with this sustainable booth, okay? So I'm your client, right? You come back to me and you show me my booth. And I say, okay, reusable lightweight tree. And then you say, you're going to use a real tree. And that's fine. I'm fine with that. That's cool, okay? So then you have vines. But you don't tell us what the vines are made of. Are they plastic? Are they recycled? Are they real vines? I don't understand if they're vines because they have stars, and vines don't have stars. So then you're saying these are leaves, but they're clearly stars. So that's a really, really horrible inconsistency that's causing tremendous confusion right there. Okay, and then you say your folding table is a semi-sustainable folding table that is made of recycled plastics. Now we know, and now that pushing week 5, I've been saying for 5 weeks now, we need a very detailed list. Okay, if I'm a client and my designer comes to me and says, okay, we're using a semi-sustainable table that's made of recycled plastic, and I say, okay, first of all, what does semi-sustainable mean? And secondly, what recycled plastics? Tell me about this. This is my money. This is my booth. I'm paying for it. I need to know what's going on. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why I think that this is underdeveloped. Simply because if you were to bring this to your client would probably be very, very confused. Informational poster. The tripod poster will be printed with sustainable soy-based inks and made from sustainable pulp. Again, you're not giving us materials. You're just telling us generalizations. Okay, semi-sustainable recycled plastics. You know what? I think at this point I want to show you a presentation. Now, this is one of your classmates that is turning in consistent A work. And I'd like you to compare your work to this work and see if you can notice some differences. This is the work I'm talking about. Deforestation, help keep Earth's lungs breathing. So the logo itself is really telling us what's going on. The booth is very well detailed, showing all of the parts, okay? Now, the parts are all labeled, okay? But now here we have 2 pages of solid facts on the wood pallets. Everything she's using, she's giving solid facts. Okay, instead of just saying, well, this is semi-recyclable and it's made with recycled plastic. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, she's got 2 pages here talking about the materials in the booth alone. Okay, and let's compare that to this materials list right here. Okay, again, look at this one. Then look at this one right here. So we can clearly see one is highly developed and one is underdeveloped, okay? I guess it depends on where do you want to be in that formula. Okay, information collateral. I don't know what this means. All I'm seeing are lines, some squares, and some circles. So that's not information, okay? If you're going to show us informational collateral, show us what your informational collateral is, okay? So over here you have, now last week I suggested that if you want to use the ornament, go ahead and use the ornament, but put your informational collateral right on the ornament so that it's flat. You can read the informational collateral on the ornament, then fold it and use it. Okay? Right now, you're trying to give informational collateral as a business card, and it's just not. It's not informational collateral. It will not grade well. Okay? Because it's a business card. It's not an informational collateral piece. Additionally, you're using a low resolution image on your card. Okay? So again, don't expect this to have some inconsistencies when it's stacked up against the course competencies and the requirements, okay? Because this is not an informational collateral piece. Again, let me make the distinction. This is not an informational collateral piece. This is a business card. They're two totally different things, okay? And then reusable and sustainable resources. Now, we've got students in the class that are just doing all sorts of research. So I think it should stand to reason that, saying reusable and sustainable resources is not going to stack up well against the kind of research that some of your teammates and some of your classmates are submitting. Okay, this, I think, is a good example. All right. All right, the big one here, this is your giveaway piece. Okay, so I know a lot of students have been saying, well, what if the trade show's not around Christmas? And that is a legit concern, Chris. It's a legit concern. Several students have said it. If several students are seeing things that you're not seeing, it's time to start considering what you're hearing, okay? My big thing is this, is you're talking about rainforest deforestation, okay? But you have a giveaway item that is a Christmas ornament for presumably a Christmas tree. That doesn't make sense. There's a very, very serious inconsistency there that you're suggesting that you're giving an accoutrement, so to say, for a tree that is going to be cut down, used, and discarded. So we're talking about saving trees, but you're giving a giveaway item that's supposed to be hung on a tree that's cut down and put in your house. So that is really, really pointing in a kind of a strange direction, okay? So I know this was not the greatest summary and critique in the world, and I really think we're coming down to it, Chris. I really do. I mean, my goal is for you to have a piece that you can use in your portfolio. Right now, I'm not sure this piece is strong enough to place in a student portfolio. So I think that, the next couple weeks, just please reconsider my comments. And really consider my comments. I mean, I know what I'm doing. I really do. I've been sustainably designing for almost 20 years now. So, it's food for thought. It really is. And don't think it's an easy project. It's not. So if you're having difficulty, just please get with me. I can probably help point you in the right direction. But right now, I just would like to see more research and further development. Okay. Any questions at all, please feel free to give me a holler. All right. Thanks, man.